We're here. It only took us. It only took us 3 weeks, but we're finally getting back on the epilogue train.
Huzzah!
It's been several hours and 24 days.
A few moments later.
Also, I literally named the stream just to make myself laugh. I don't care what anyone else says because no one cares about Twitch stream titles.
What is this? What is the title?
I'll have to look.
This week's title is Politics is a Lot Like Chess. We don't know the rules of chess.
Joke's on you, I know the rules of chess.
Same.
I am a level 3 chess player. I'm not even a grandmaster, I'm just level 3.
Oh, so the people in our party that know chess, the antisocial, the one with extreme anxiety, and the one that should never talk to anyone.
I also know how to play chess.
You know
and
what?
the bull.
You know what? We'll all start a chess club. It's fine.
Yeah, no, but my tips of my ears just look like little rook pieces.
I know how to play. Follow No Rules Barred, the Wrestle Talk like offshoot, but they did a chess game where it's only the rooks.
Interesting.
Like the only pieces on the board are rooks and the kings, and they called it all the horses, or all the king's horses.
You know what?
Sir horses.
What, Rabbit?
You know what? Having an alternative version of chess would actually be pretty good. You could have ARAM, just all rooks, all mid.
Actually, the funny thing is, all rooks is the next game. The next thing they're gonna show.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think they're gonna go like, yeah, we're gonna do all X, like all X pieces. So I'm assuming like it's gonna end with all kings.
So, if it was the all queens game, would you call it the Queen's Gambit?
I think that's probably one of the ones they're gonna do, honestly. And that game would literally last like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Enoch's in the back. I prefer horseshoes. Cast animate objects. I win.
It just trot, plants perfectly right on the stake.
No, like the horseshoe gets mad at you, trots over, and then falls the other way. That's only 1 point, asshole.
Meanwhile, Enoch's just standing there. This all seems like a skill issue for y'all. But I guess it's time for us to maybe cut over to the live screen if you're ready, Milla.
Yeah, sure. Let me just go ahead because... Man, it's been a while since I had to bust out this tube. But it's perfect considering you guys are where you are at. So, without further ado, welcome one and all to Epilogue Episode 2 of Chult of Personality. When last we left the expeditionaries, Tired Bane, the Minotaur Paladin, Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer, Enoch, the human warlock, Dan, the half-elf witch, Rue, the human druid monk, and Elise, the wood-elf ranger fighter. Our party had managed to scrounge about the ruins of Omu in order to get some bearings and to provide them some much-needed transportation through the jungles of Chult. After gathering the necessary herbs, Dan performed a ritual which summoned forth a house. But not just any house. A house on dog legs called Henrietta. And despite the unusual nature of this mobile hut, the party managed to secure transport to the far-off reaches deep within the jungles of Chult. Specifically, towards the ruins of Hisari, where Minotaur's tribe has used it as a base of operations in order to lead offenses against the forces of Venthaza and Yaun-ti of Omu. Upon their arrival, they were led towards the elders of the tribe as well as Tyrabane's commander, Viorzia. There they had discussed the many obstacles which had re-emerged in spite of the fact that the Black Day had been conquered at the slaying of Asirak. Specifically, how to muster enough forces in order to take back the city of Omu. Acting on a previously heard rumor, the party had discussed the fact that there had been a long-lost heir of the Omuan lineage, who was currently seeking shelter in the monastery of Kursabal, which is occupied by a group of Aarakocra. At least as a start, this would seem like it would be one lead in order to gain the necessary forces that they need to take back Omu. So with that goal in mind, the Minotaurs and our expeditionaries celebrated that night with food, merriment, and some other various good times. Looking at you, Orvex.
The cow's grazing, play ball.
That shot, the Celebrity Jeopardy Sean Connery. Moo.
That's the sound your mother made last night.
Make her smell like the Borden cow.
And as the din of the great feast to celebrate the end of the dark day beckons and comes to a close, and as the new day dawns upon our heroes, what shall they encounter when they arrive at Kursabal? Who is this supposed heir of the long-lost lineage of Omu? And what will they have to do once they arrive? Let's find out in tonight's episode of Chult of Personality. I'll just go ahead, for the sake of brevity, drag you guys over to the player map. The day is beginning to dawn, and...
Load hexagons, load!
Yes, load all the hexagons.
And there's so many places we could have explored. Well, anyways.
Now that you have the means of fast travel.
True. Hey guys, before we go back to Port Nyanzara, want to just run around the map to complete it? Make it look nice?
We got the airship in FF7, now we're able to explore the world.
Yeah. Oh, also Scoop Cat.
Yes.
No, why would you rat him out? Dang it.
I was gonna let him last for as long as possible.
Same. Dang it.
Sorry, I didn't realize that's what we were going for.
Unspoken bond.
Yeah.
I looked over, I saw Scoop Cat, and I'm just so full of flu. I'm like, fuck it. I'm a tabaxi for now. His name's Scoop Cat.
Now we just have an 8-foot bar of tabaxi. Tyrabane, I didn't know you did reincarnation.
Meow.
I just look like Meowscles from Fortnite. I just uppercut the first thing I see.
No, he looks like Meowscular Chef from Monster Hunter.
It was I got a great story about that. Somebody showed me Meowscles for the first time, and he was like, "All right, what's his name?" And I said Percocets. And then he was like, "No, try again." And I'm like, "Pocasets." He's like, "No, get out." Maybe Percocets, huh? Cat, and he has roid rage. I don't know.
Well,
all right.
I would say one of the things that we put off since last time is that we still have to figure out what we're going to do about the kids, because we came up with 3 choices, and now we have to have that awkward talk with our 3 horrifying, lovely children.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I will draw the mouth on No Clayface so he can participate in the conversation.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, kids, we have an interesting choice for y'all. We want to help you, but we're kind of limited in how we can do that.
Help us? As you hear Straw Bundle tilt her head.
Yeah, there might be a way we could possibly get you bodies, but each one has got its own, drawbacks. Dan, do you want to go through your option first?
Alright, well, first in the options, Zeno and I are planning on, when we're done with our adventure, going to his college. We could probably find someone there that might be able to use the wish spell to bring you your original bodies back. This isn't a guarantee, of course. We'd have to probably do a lot of research into it. It might take some time to get that done. That's option 1.
Rue, you want to go through your option?
Option 2, I do have a spell called Reincarnation. In theory, it would bring you back. However, there's other possible drawbacks. One is that we're not sure if you're technically alive. So, hopefully that would mean I could just cast a spell on you and it would work. However, A, you would turn into something potentially not as what you would expect. You could be a number of things and be a girl instead of a boy, or vice versa, and you could be a different creature. And if the spell does not technically count, you would have to die, and then I would have to bring you back.
And finally, and this is also a stretch, but I think I could pull it off. We had a friend, a very special one, before we met you, and they worshipped a god called Yaun-ti, god of the harvest. And, well, we did our best to complete Wick's mission, which was given to them by her, and maybe we might be able to get her to bring you back as something like Wick, which was a living plant child. These are basically our only options, so we wanted to give you all the choice of what you wanted.
And
keep in mind, this is all your choice. We're not going to push anything on you.
And of course, if you do just want to remain as you are, you're more than welcome to that as well.
Immediately, all the kids, they kind of slide down off of their respective benefactors, as it were, and they kind of trudge over to one side of just to one side, and you just kind of hear them whisper, "Rush. But that does sound like fun. Rush. Maybe if we could get the third one." As you hear Joho kind of cough a little bit. No, but I don't know about plants, though. But it's not fun. It's better than that. Better than being stuck as dolls. I mean, try to be more random is not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. You just hear them kind of bicker a little bit, and Clayface just kind of chats it a little bit. Hold on. God, I don't know why I gave him that accent.
You have to run with it.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Well, think about this for a second. Whenever the hags got into an argument, well, there was always the tiebreaker, right? Am I the tiebreaker in this case? What do you want? Well, I think we're finding our bodies for now. But maybe the magic thing might be fun. I don't know. Joho just kind of looks. Well, I guess I'd rather be a plant than try to be. As he coughs up more stuffing.
Anything from this hell.
Yeah, anytime Joho coughs like that, Enoch is having to resist the urge to go over and pat them on the back.
Yeah, like, you just feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm up for a reincarnation. Like, I just have my fingers crossed going, come on, Aardvark. Come on, Aardvark. Come on, Aardvark.
That one scene of Married with Children. I'm gonna be an eagle. I'm gonna be an eagle.
Joho kind of thinks it for a little bit. Well, I guess if I had to make a choice, this Yaun-ti sounds like they're very important. If they're a god and all, if they can't do that, I think I like the plant idea. I do like sunshine. Maybe rain too while we're at it, as he kind of points out towards the window. And actually, let's see, what is the weather doing today? Oh, it's heavily raining outside. Excellent.
I do like the sun.
Rain's good too.
Like, we haven't had a check because we've actually been inside all day.
Just imagine he just has his arms on his hips like Usami, just going, ain't gonna break my stride.
Eventually, the kids kind of trudge their way, and as they go turn around, they kind of they kind of stop for a second. They realize, oh, you're right there. Well, after a decision, as much as we like your idea, Dan, that sounds like that might take a lot of work. And after looking at your idea, looks over to Estrella Bundle, walks up towards Rue. That sounds nice and all, but I'm not sure if I like the body I'll get. So, after thinking about it, Joho makes his way up towards, oh crap, I forgot. Who was, going with Enoch? It was...
I have
Joho?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Joho kind of wanders up. I guess we'd like the idea of the goddess person.
Okay. Well, then we'll get started working on that real soon. He just looks to Rue and just like, please help.
She'll incline her head in a polite nod.
All right. Well, we can probably get to that as soon as we have time, because Enoch just gestures, I don't know how plants work, as he like looks at them because Enoch can't cast plant growth.
Now, I can cast plant growth all well and good. I will admit, though, that I'm not particularly religiously inclined.
Well, Enoch gestures to the holy symbol around his neck. This is probably the best key we got to get in touch with Yaun-ti. I'll give it the best try. I think I remember hearing Wick pray once or twice.
She'll just kind of smile. Oh, all right. Alright, she's going to park herself down. She'll just kind of close her eyes for a moment and then just kind of peek one open to look at him. How long do you want this to be?
Well, if we really want to put our best foot forward with Yaun-ti, I guess we should get a good sized area, because I think we'll need a garden if she's going to grow bodies for him.
Well, certainly. It's more or less just how long do you want me to stay. I can, have this be for a minute, and of course the plants will be very lovely. Or I could stay here for 8 hours. And let's see. 100 plants thick and overgrown in the future. Spend 4 feet movement. You can enrich the land all plants in a half a mile radius. All that yada yada. Here.
I was
That.
just about to ask. Yes.
She repeats that.
Well,
Just a bunch of words.
Montage of just open mouth flaps of Rue trying to explain and everybody getting swirly eyes.
well, best I can figure, I think our best option would be the 8-hour version, but that's also up to everybody. I don't want to make a sweeping decision for him, especially looks to Dan. It's up to you with summoning Henrietta.
I mean, she's just around from now on. Like, I can also call her whenever I'd like. So we're good to just hunker down for a little bit if you want to do this right here, right now.
Okay, I think I'll go let the elders know what's going to happen, and that we're going to have a small grove dedicated to Yaun-ti, which we already explained to them about that. So if we have this dedicated area for that and they tend to it, that should really help with moving forward when we establish things in Omu. So if you'll help me with that, Tyrant Bane, I think we can get this set up.
Absolutely. Go ahead and just let's see if we can find a good plot of land together.
Yeah. So I guess we'll set about searching for a good plot of land and then explain to the village elders what we're doing.
All right.
Absolutely.
I'd say make a choice of either a survival or an investigation check.
I will do investigation.
I'll
Actually,
do survival.
I had a thought. I recently got the spell Commune with Nature as a ritual. Could I use that to give Enoch advantage on finding a good spot?
Could you link that for me, Dan?
Here it is. It basically gives me 3-mile radius of the environment around us.
That would
lets me
actually
know-
really help a man find a good plot of land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll argue with that. You could give Enoch advantage on that.
All right. So
All right.
that's 23 along with Rue, 16 survival, and Dan helping.
All right.
Dan
found
talks
grass.
to some shrubs and figures out where the perfect spot for your grove is.
I just like Tyrant Bane. I found grass.
Munch, 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 munch.
just give me 1 second. We got to test this for quality.
Begins chewing cut aggressively.
Yeah, Rue just keeps poking him, going no, and I'm like, stop.
Yeah, this is, very earthy type of grass. God, if I had to describe it, I guess there might be a couple of hits of like lemongrass, I guess, give or take.
Oh, that's a hardy grasser.
He's good grass.
All right. Well, looks like we found
After it grows for a while, you basically have a field of sticks.
And let's see, in one section of, even though with Commune of Nature, it's like, well, doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction such as in towns. For the sake of the flavor on this, considering a lot of this is ruined, so it's not like a proper town, there's an open spot which has been free of buildings for a while, and yeah, there's a few fruit trees that are scattered about in there, and there's a nice clearing with a bunch of different grasses and some bushes in here. And with your guidance, Dan, and through your investigations, Enoch and Rue, yeah, you find that this is a good spot for it.
All right, Rue. I'm gonna go talk with the village elders and let them know what we're doing, and you can get started with the casting.
Quiet thumbs up. She'll just plop down and start doing her thing.
Should I help you? Do I till soil or something? Can I help with that?
Unnecessary.
Really? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna sit down next to you and be like, I want to watch this show.
For 8 hours.
Mostly Rue just sitting with her eyes closed.
Have you ever seen a cow just be patient? I can be patient.
Well, no, it's such a romantic thing to watch the grass grow together.
Let's watch this tree grow.
But
It's
yeah,
gonna take a hot minute.
while that's going on, Enoch's gonna go find the village elders and walk them through what's going on.
All right. You see that a few of some random villagers are kind of also stepping back and kind of keeping an eye on this, and then when they see you kind of make your way kind of back towards the caves down below, a couple of them kind of run ahead, and after a little bit, as you make your way back, the children are just kind of pointing at you, Enoch, and the elders kind of chime in a little bit. I see one of your friends has taken some sort of ritual or something.
Yeah, we thought it would be a good thing to help both your people as well as our cause. You remember how I talked about one of the things we wanted to do as a way to build bridges was to have a shrine to the goddess Yaun-ti in Omu when we retake it?
Yes?
Well, we have some business with the goddess, but it would also probably be a good idea to have her favor when we go to retake Omu. So, Rue, our druid, is growing you a garden grove here in the city for you to tend. As long as you tend it and keep it right in her name, you should be able to start gaining her favor. People could even begin into worship and possibly become clerics to her if they wanted.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, it's never too late to have. It's never too late to have a good friend on your side, and as what we've learned, traveling with one of her clerics, Shanti's a good friend to have.
Her champion was very great in their generosity, kindness, and with
I thought you were
and
still
with
watching
this.
Drew.
Oh, hold on. Her champion is very good. Oh, I cannot yell for flu. God damn it! All right.
Buddy.
Oh.
Don't strain yourself, dude.
Yeah, no, we can just say you yelled all of that, and it still has the same effect.
I yelled that. Oh.
They left a strong impression on all of us, so we figured it was probably one of the best things to do moving forward.
Very well. You may do as you see fit with the grove.
All right, thank you. And Enoch will do his best just to go through the basics of, you tend the land and everything else. It's just as the same as like Tyrant Bane's, if it the bounty of the jungle mentality to try to sweeten them on the deal. Just be like, here's what you do here and all of that, and you should be good.
Make an intelligence check for me just to see how well you teach these guys.
Oh boy.
I'll argue with advantage.
That strong 9. You can tell he was definitely a blacksmith apprentice and not one of the farmers in his village.
Scene in Idiocracy where he's trying to teach him how to farm.
Eventually, Dan just said "fuck it" and told everybody he could speak to the plants. And the plants wanted water.
I mean, I could tag in and see if I can explain it to
You will
them.
definitely see Enoch signaling with his eyes and his one eyebrow to come help, come help, come help.
Alright, what should I roll? Just flat intelligence, or should I do nature?
Or nature, I guess, if you have that proficiency.
I do. I have +9 for nature. But that's a natural 1. Wait, you know what?
Inspiration.
This is important. I will use inspiration.
You must bestow agriculture upon these people.
Okay, 11. That's better.
They seem to pick up what you're laying down, and they, after pondering a little while, one of the others says, well, if we need to confer, I suppose some of our gatherers can assist with that as well.
True. Also, having this so close to the city proper means that you don't have to go out so far to gather.
That is true.
Can't believe I rolled a 1 and then a 2.
Yeah, it sounds like roll 20. Oh, I've missed you, program. I've missed you so much.
Can you believe we fought to keep our ability to play in this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have lobbied for a better algorithm.
Next time. Next time we'll do that.
Next time, roll 20. Anyway, but yeah, you guys are free to do anything else while Rue continues the ritual for communion with nature. Or no, plant growth. That's what I meant.
I'd say Enoch is just gonna quietly stay nearby and just try to mentally prepare for what he's hoping to do right when it comes to time, and also tell Tyrant Bane, you know that one spell you used once? I think it was called Ceremony. Do you still got that?
Of course.
Okay, I'm probably gonna need your help when it comes time for this, so just be ready.
Sure.
Thank you. And otherwise, he'll just wait until after the 8 hours is up.
All right. Let's see. Zeno, Elise, were you going to be doing anything else while this is going on?
I will be offering any type of assistance he can. Like, he doesn't really, like, this isn't really his wheelhouse, but he's like, I'm just here, I'm trying to help. Trying to, you know?
Okay. Let's see. I suppose make a nature check for me.
Okay. 15.
15, okay. Well, as you're doing the casting around here, you can think of a couple things you can do. There's some rampant weeds that are growing in a couple of various spots. You think, oh, maybe I could go over and I can pull some of these for a bit. Or you see there's there's a few shovels kind of laying about, so you managed to, work up a couple of different spots, working out a few different weeds that need to be removed. So yeah, you managed to do that while you're waiting for Rune to finish casting.
I will help by pointing out any old stumps or lifting any big rocks out of the way of this field we're making.
Sure. Give me an athletics check.
Yes. 27.
Oh yeah, there's a few smaller stumps that you managed to bust through a couple of shovels, but you do manage to remove, let's see. During your time while you were working on it, you managed to remove 6 stumps and 2 large boulders. Or larger boulders.
There we go.
How about you, Elise? Elise?
Hello?
Oh no, did we lose Chaco?
Chaco.
Hello.
Are you muted?
Oh, he's lighting up,
Oh.
but no sound.
Hello. I'm different.
Oh no, I think we lost Chaco.
Well, maybe Discord did the thing where if he had to update his computer anytime recently, it changed his audio settings.
Maybe.
Probably, question mark? Which is weird because he was talking earlier, but...
Yeah, huh.
Huh. Ah,
Oh, that would do it.
Bear with us
yes.
1 second as Chaco replugs in his mic.
How about now?
there we
you are.
go.
I think I have my mic turned off again on my headset for some reason.
No worries, dude. So, what would you
Huh.
have Elise do while this ritual's going on?
She'd basically just be helping with like foraging, anything involving like, trying to find anything. Foraging.
Okay. Roll a survival check for me.
Okay. And I do have my natural explorer feat as well.
That sounds good.
15.
15. All right. Let's see. It's a 4. Where's that table at? Oh. Roll. Let's see. All right, as you're scavenging about, trying to look for stuff to forage for, Elise. Let's see. Crap, I have to go to the right page here. Oh, you find a bush that has dark brown berries in it.
Oh boy, berries.
Give me a nature check if you want to just recall what these are.
12.
Well, you've heard about these a few times. Looks like you found some cinderberries.
Yeah, just probably has like a basket or whatever that she borrowed from the outpost and just pops them in the basket.
Yep, you grab 14 berries.
Yeah, just anything I can find that can help like set up this grove that they're building for Yaun-ti.
All right. And yeah, as you're kind of looking around, you think, oh, you know what a good garden needs? Trellises. So you look around and you see a couple of greener-looking saplings that you managed to cut them down and you can bring them back, and you're just thinking, oh yeah, these trellises would be really good because you can't have a garden without trellises.
Cool.
Yeah. Alright, so between the instructions to the elders, the ritual that was going on in the garden, the various jobs and tasks being completed upon this section of the grove, after 8 hours, as you finally feel the pulse of the magic arcing out from you as you finish it, Rue, you just see there's an exponential flush of green growth up that you can feel all around you as you feel that the magic is done.
She'll open her eyes. She'll slowly stand up and admire the scenery. There it is.
Wow. This looks very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Now it's up to me, and Tyrant Bane, be ready to do the thing when I motion for you, okay?
Certainly. Which ceremony would you like to perform?
Nat, could you bring up the ceremony spell for me? I should have been looking at that then.
Yes, as I expels and go.
Okay, do. Touch one humanoid who wishes to feel right. Messenger, you touch one willing humanoid. Oh, okay, there's atonement. Oh, I could have sworn there was one for consecrating land.
Yeah, I think there's a spell.
Oh, there is a spell for that. It's called consecration.
Yeah.
Yes, consecration.
Considering it's a divine spell, I think I just have it if it's in my wheelhouse. Hold on a minute.
Unfortunately, I've grown too reliant on my tablet, which is charging now for looking up spells.
Consecration. That is a second level. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Well, and that's what we'll use. So
I just got to go ahead and just tap this up into my spell list real quick. Just a second. It's a second level spell.
No problem. Well, Enoch will walk up to it, grasping Wick's holy symbol around his neck. He's gonna... One second, also let me take a drink before I do this. So he will gulp.
Mm-hmm. The gulp.
Goddess Yaun-ti, I am Enoch, companion of your messenger Wick. We traveled with them, and they brightened our lives with their joy and their spirit. Though they are no longer with us and hopefully have returned to join with you. They have imparted your wisdom and your grace upon us. And as such, we wish to dedicate this grove to you in their name. And he gestures to Tyrant Bane.
May this ground of my jungle, and the ground blessed by Ankh, also find you in kindness and love, in peace and serenity.
And as he does that, we do this so that way we may continue to do in Wick's name and spread your word. First, to the people of Omu, who we hope to retake their city and have a proper shrine to you. And all we ask is that you help us guide these three lost souls, and he will gesture to the children, into new bodies. May they also help to serve to spread your name. And he will kneel down and present Wick's holy symbol towards the grove.
Oh, there's the rest of the spell right there. Yeah.
So, Milla, does anything happen?
Roll percentile for me.
Oh,
Enoch.
boy.
Ooh.
51?
51. You hear, as your anticipation wells up for a little bit, you look around and try to see if you hear anything for a response. As you begin to ponder this a little bit, describe for me again, where were you placing the holy symbol? Or holding out the holy symbol?
I was literally holding out directly to the grove, probably right in front of where Tyron Bane consecrated the land.
Let's see. How do I want to do this?
Dear Lord, I should have taken my anxiety meds before this.
Lord. Oh, Lord.
For a second. Enoch, as you go to hold out the holy symbol, you feel as though, oddly enough, for a split second, but as you look around, you feel as the rain that has been, heavily pouring during the day, as you go to call out for Yaun-ti's countenance, oddly enough, time seems to stop for you. As you look around, you actually see the raindrops they slow down, eventually coming to a stop. As you take a moment to assess the situation, just to kind of look around, it's weird. The raindrops are suspended in air, just like small little crystals, kind of shimmering with the glimmering light of Tyron Bane's consecration. You look down at where you have been standing, in which there has been a puddle that has been forming this whole time. As you look down and stare at this puddle, a sprout begins to grow up from in the middle of this puddle. And as the sprout grows, you see that it's not like a shoot of a plant, but rather it looks to be more like a vine that, as it grows up and out, you see those little tiny swirls of like offshoot vines, like as they begin to offshoot and curl like a spring. Small but tight, as The vine looks as though it grows. It seems to bear a rather humanoid-looking shaped face.
Is it gourd-shaped or fruit-based? Like, what kind of plant does it seem to be forming?
Make a nature check for me.
Oh boy, doing all these checks that Enoch really shouldn't be doing. Oh, the other dice came in and knocked it from an 18 to a 5. That's
You know what? I'll argue advantage with this.
Okay, 19.
Oddly enough, it looks like gourd vines. Almost like a squash. Or perhaps a pumpkin?
Quanch.
Enoch's heart will begin to flutter, and he will just grip Wick's holy symbol tighter, and he'll just be like, muttering to himself, please, I don't know how to do this, but I'm trying.
As the seeming face looks up at you, you see where it looks as though a couple of those swirls look as though they appear to move as though they were shaped like eyes. They begin to stare and they look up at you. And it looks as though this face of gourd vines begins to animate. You hear a voice coming from it. Steward who has given aid to my child. I have heard your cries, and I am thankful for what you have done. For my service as well as that of the one you call Wick. You have done a great thing in your dedication of this place for me. Speak again as to what you had asked of me.
My lady, these children, and he'll gesture to where the children stand frozen. These children had their souls ripped from their bodies. We wish to possibly give them a new chance at life. To possibly bring their souls out and into bodies like Wick's, so they may possibly serve you as well as give them a new chance at life.
This request, though unusual, it does please me to hear that they would offer themselves in my service. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Where are you? 20.
Very well. If they wish to become as Wick has, bring them forth into my puddle, and I shall grant them my blessing.
Thank you. I will continue to spread your name just as Wick would. And Enoch will stand and try to make his way over to the children.
As you go to turn away and make yourself head towards the children, you see that the raindrops begin to speed up. And everyone, for a split second, it's weird. You saw Enoch was faced towards Tyrant Bane, but inexplicably he is now turned facing towards the children. Like, whoa, when did that happen?
Well,
and as you're looking at Tyrant Bane, you would be the first to see this. You look down towards where Enoch was standing. You see there's a patch of vines that's growing on the ground.
It seems to be having an effect.
Wait for it. Kids, come forward and stand in the puddle.
Wait, well, hey. As the kids kind of look over.
Don't worry.
They seem kind of sheepish. Strawbundle in particular is kind of hiding behind Rue's leg.
Enoch,
Rue's just going to.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Rue.
Oh, Rue will like just gently like place her hand on his back. It'll be all right. Look how pretty the garden is. It won't do any harm.
Yeah, Enoch will kneel down to their level and just be like, "Don't worry, it's all gonna be okay. We're doing all this just for you, okay?"
Oh, okay. I'm scared, but if you say so. As one by one, Clay No Face, Joho, and eventually Strawbundle will make their way towards the puddle. And as they step foot into the puddle, you see that this mass of vines which has sprouted up where Tyrant Bane and Enoch had been previously standing. You see the vines ever so gently, as though they were growing exponentially faster than you would expect of a normal plant. The vines begin to grow around and gently cradle all three of the children, and as though a hand of vines has formed underneath each of them, it lifts all three of them up and begins to slowly carry them into the vines. And the vines, in a flash, the vines grow up even faster, and in a quick flash as you're looking, as the children are, as though each of the vines at this stage have, almost by some sort of magical swirling effect, you see a swirl of green as it eventually turns to orange. As you see in the flash where each of the children was, a pumpkin. Still attached to the vine. And after a moment, the pumpkins detach from the vines and gently roll onto the ground, one by one, splashing in the mud. And as you see that underneath each of these pumpkins, you'll eventually see vines sprouting out from underneath them as they coalesce in with the pumpkin as a head. You begin to see vine-like bodies. You know, the vines twist and meld into humanoid-looking shapes. And as you see, as one by one, slits for eyes eventually open as you see faint flickering candle lights where their eyes and mouths are. They stop and they all look at each other. They blink, kind of shake their heads from discombobulation, and they all stop down and look at their hands. Hi. One of them just kind of goes and touches their face. My face? I can feel my face.
Enoch will move over to the one that appears to be Joho.
One of them, after a little bit, kind of instinctively runs towards you, Enoch.
Hey there, little buddy.
I don't need to cough anymore. I don't have to do all that stuffing. As he kind of reaches the vine-like portions of his hands and kind of asks for uppies.
Enoch will pick him up and just start spinning around. It worked!
Rur, you see begin to run towards you, and another one kind of breaks towards you, Dan.
You know, without hesitation, she'll just kind of catch him and do like the spinning. You know.
as the one that was previously Straw Bundle just kind of chuckles and and then the one that was previously Clay No Face kind of walks over. Just for kind of comparison, Joho had his expression for his jack-o'-lantern-like face. His is more, I guess, kind of like for the jack-o'-lanterns got kind of have like the triangle-shaped teeth. Straw Bundles, their face is kind of more like a square-shaped teeth. And as you look at Clay No Face, him is basically just like a wide-open slit.
Dan will crouch down and hug the formerly Clay No Face. So happy you have your life back.
Zeno, like, wiping tears from his eyes. You know, I think the proper thing to say to you three is happy birthday.
I think so too. Take it you feel better then.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't have to worry about those blasted pins that were stuck in me either. And as Clay No Face kind of looks over, like, I can talk. You don't have to do anything for it. I can speak for myself.
That's right.
And they all begin to hug you each tightly.
It will be returned.
Yep, Enoch will hug him, and just under his breath, he'll just be muttering, "Thank you, Yaun-ti," over and over again.
Absolutely.
Tyrant Bane will clasp his hands together after spinning about the incense and plant it in the grove, and that will finish his consecration.
And as you finish your consecration, you see that another flash of holy light erupts from your incense and from the splash, and you definitely get that feel of, even without having to use your sense or divine sense, yeah, you can definitely feel the hallowed ground upon which you now stand.
Wick, your kind definitely does add some much needed levity to this jungle. All right. It is done.
And a job well done.
Thank you, Tyrant Bane, for the help. I couldn't have done this without you.
He does his military salute. And he will nod at the kids. He will rejoin Enoch and the others. Also all going, ooh, they actually look really neat.
Yeah, well, I suppose we're gonna have to make you all some clothes before we move out, as Enoch just kind of like starts thinking about what he's got to do now.
So do we refer to you as your old names, or would you like to go by something new? You're no longer the dolls connected to those names.
It's a clean slate.
Let's see. The one formerly known as Clay No Face kind of thinks about it for a while. I don't like No Face. Call me Clay.
Clay, okay.
Like Clay? 10?
Clayton works. I like Clayton.
That's a good, strong name.
And the one formerly known as Strong Bundle, thinks about it for a while. Oh, that does sound nice, but I don't remember my name, or I don't know what I should be called.
It doesn't have to be immediate. Whatever name you'd like to go by would come to you in time.
True. Anything you want, we'll call you.
Joho thinks for a little bit. I think I like my name. Just call me Joho.
All right.
That sounds like a normal name, doesn't it?
Yeah, I used to know an old Joe myself. I'm attached to a Joe. And he just hugs him.
All right. So, now that you have acquired the Squashling kids, what do you guys wish to do with the rest of your day?
Well, I guess. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, as the ritual's kind of wrapping up. Roll perception checks for me, everyone.
Oh boy.
See how this goes. Whoop.
Enoch's rolling great today.
A 10.
Yuki is here.
That
I got
actually
a
is in
natural
character,
20.
'cause
What?
That's actually in character because Zeno would be crying right now because he'd be really happy for these kids.
17.
I'm amazed that I'm so perceptive. What?
12.
All right. We'll say between Dan and Tyrant Bane. You think about it for a second, but as you go look around behind you, you find that there's been a small gathering of some of Tyrant Bane's other tribesmen, as they just kind of look like they're dumbstruck and in awe at this point.
True, it's not every day you see a miracle happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
These are pumpkin kids. Say hello.
They just kind of awkwardly raise their hands and wave.
Hello, it's the newest thing in the merch store.
Oh, God. Man, if somebody were to go on the makeship and make us... Wick. Flushy, I would just buy that up in a heartbeat.
I mean, yeah, that's absolutely the first thing.
I mean, at this point, we've done so much with the Squashlings, I might have to, DM Warlock homebrews.
Squashlings.
But yeah, I would say Enoch's definitely too distracted. He's probably thinking about, okay, where can I find something that I can use to fabricate some clothes for these kids?
Tyrant Bane, do your people have clothes to purchase?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's
one
go.
of a trader should have something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could find some common clothes from some of the weavers that are present in the tribe. Let's see, common clothes.
One of the weavers has turned their horns into a loom. How? You decide.
Yeah, I've got some stuff I can offload to barter since I know they don't specifically deal in gold and everything.
Some of them do. Some of them are more crafty, I guess.
Well, yeah. I've got some of the stuff we have left over from our travels. I've got one chain shirt as well as some scimitars and stuff that could be bartered to give to the guards and stuff.
I'll say you could barter the scimitars and be able to get some clothes for the kids.
Okay, I'll take those off my sheet. So that's 3 scimitars for 3 sets of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have those gems and the sapphire cords. Could I offload those here, or should I wait till Port Nyanzaru?
I would say for those, wait till Port Nyanzaru, because that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, that's fair.
especially since those like cords came from another plane.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, as you guys begin to ponder your next course of action, this actually seems like a good time to take a quick break.
Okie dokie.
All
Sounds
right.
good to me, Chief.
Well, I hope chat is having a good time as we hit all of them with the major feels.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually teared up in real life. I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy for these kids.
Yeah, same, honestly.
Man.
Like, that's why I was like, yeah, Zed was crying because I'm crying. He's an even bigger softie than I am, if you can believe it.
I kid you not. Well, you guys were getting that set up for the ritual. I was treating this as basically divine intervention. Where based on how you guys were doing this, I was gonna roll for divine intervention. And I considered it within the top 10 percentile, like normal divine intervention. You guys want to know what I rolled?
What?
You roll.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, wow.
So
Dangerously
Yaun-ti heard your plea and your ritual, and she felt compelled to answer.
I also love Bubba having the perfect thing for all of the stuff that's happening in story. I'm not crying, it's raining. Yeah, it was. That probably helped us. That probably helped us because we're talking to...
That was a good thing for this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also,
I'm gonna go grab some water.
Eventually, the shock of, I just talked to a guy is going to hit Enoch like an existential truck.
Yep. It's like that meme of the old man in the car, just like... Oh.
Exactly.
All right, I'll be right back.
Enoch, I'm a warlock. I should be used to talking to a god, but my god's very quiet. It just sticks stuff to my body.
Your god is possibly Skynet.
I've always said that for the Fell Starborn patron, the idea I had for it moving forward was if Cthulhu met the Borg. But you can flavor it however you want for your games if I ever release that bit of homebrew. Let's just say that getting out the first one, which is the 13-pack boons I made for pack tactics, is taking longer than expected. Oh boy. I had to write a script for a possible trailer for it. Also, I just realized, I love you, Skuldoru, but it's no longer the season, so we gotta go back to our slowly dying Chris Evans laugh head. I'll eventually remember to reset that for all of my things. But I will be right back. And Bubba does make one good thing as I'm about to step away. Technically, we've talked to a whole bunch of gods, including 9 trickster ones.
I mean, that's true.
Alright, I'll be right back.
I am still here, chat, if anyone wants to talk to me. How are y'all doing tonight? As I get an ad, like a almost perfectly timed ad on Burnout's channel for the frickin' Crunchwrap Supreme at Taco Bell. That's good.
And I return.
I have also returned.
I was like, I got an ad, like a perfectly timed ad for your channel right now, Burnout.
If only ad revenue on Twitch wasn't dog shit.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Though, I'll say this, it's still better than any of the sponsorships that Stream Elements has tried to give me.
Oh.
I'm surprised you haven't gone to Raid Shadow Legends 1 and told us about it yet.
I mean, they don't advertise through there. Most of the stuff that advertises through Stream Elements wants you to do a stream dedicated to whatever it is. Like, I found one for one of those health food services, and I was like, okay, I can do an entire thing. Like, I could possibly download Overcooked and do a stream about that. No, their idea of a stream for them is doing an entire unboxing of one of their lunches. And I was like, wow, how do I stretch an unboxing for the contractual 2-hour-long stream they want of it?
Yeah, how? What?
Oh, they did also point out, cooking is optional.
So they expect you to unbox everything and cook whatever it is you're going to get in 2 hours.
Well, no, it's just a minimum of 2 hours of the stream.
Okay.
But still, it's primarily an unboxing stream, and then anything else, And I'm just like, it'd be really helpful. And also, they don't actually have to pay you anything. It's based on if people use your promo code, which means I could do all of that rigmarole and not see a dime.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why subs are so important. They help support us small creators.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I need to make something to drink. My throat felt like it was fire.
Oh, it's fine. Whew. But yeah, I am happy to be back in Chult personality, as well as we also have the return of C4 later this week. So yay, I'm back to having multiple games in a week.
Same.
Meanwhile, I also have Citric poking me, being like, hey, dude, look at all these Steam demos. You should totally do a stream about that. You should totally do a stream about that. Here's all these games I think are cool. You should totally do a stream. It's like, Citric. Okay, now you've got me to download at least 3 or 4 games. You're coming into the stream with me. He's like, good. One of the best things about being friends with Citric is his immediate switch to the perfect reaction GIF or image.
It'd be really funny if he's like, "Ha! I'm getting you showing you all these games. Okay, I had to be a part of it." What?
Yeah. Well, no. Citric's only like, oh, if it works on my time schedule, but here are the days that I'm available. Then again, if it was someone else, it possibly wouldn't happen. My friendship with Citric is something I'll always treasure, but something I will never understand. But then again, we'll spend like 8 hours until like 3 in the morning just shit posting memes and talking about art, and then it'll be like, oh yeah, this is why we're friends.
That's how I am with a lot of people like that I've met because of the M&W server, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, earlier we were doing all banter in just in character of our Pack Tactics characters. But yeah, is everyone back?
Yeah. I'm back now.
I know I am.
I never left because I was like, I need to find a place to go. Oh, people are talking. Okay, I don't want to leave.
All right.
Man, yeah.
I never left either.
Well,
And you left me alone. Thank you, Chaco.
to be fair, you were alone for all of the 3 seconds it took me to take my bathroom break. But okay, I think we're ready to get back into this.
If you don't,
All right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Go ahead, start.
I
All
think
right.
the party token's in the wrong spot. It's right next to Omu.
That's weird.
Well, we never really had a party token. I think that was just a marker we had for when we finally knew exactly where Omu was.
Well, no, we had it moving throughout the map while we were exploring before. I mean, it's makeshift, but it's our party token.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, now it's in the right place. In Hisari.
Now we just have to make way to Kir Sabal. I'm sure that definitely won't come back to bite us.
Good old Kirsabal. Nothing beats that.
I mean, considering most of the other places we've gone to, it can't be much worse.
True.
Mhm.
Comparatively, nothing can be worse than the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
It's true.
I mean, hell, Omu, as much as we want to have it as a fixer-upper, was not great. That's why we want to fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of something hilarious before we get back into it. I just want to be there, like, have Enoch just walk up to the den with all the kobolds. Knock, knock. Who is it? Eviction notice.
What? Boom.
All of a sudden, there's just a pack of minotaurs behind him. Like I said, eviction notice. But okay, I'm done.
And then a laughable amount of cows. What you
would
need
win?
to do is just like a bunch of like the same charging minotaur, like with like the NFL shorter charge, just copy pasted like 1,000 times in the background, and then in transparency, you just need to have Enoch laughing like the fucking Tom Cruise gif. like it's just in like 3 different angles of just like Dan, Enoch, and Brew just laughing like Tom Cruise while just a bunch of minotaurs just kicking the shit out of everyone.
Who would win, a bunch of kobold boys or a whole tribe of Chad minotaurs?
The Chad minotaur, clearly.
Obviously, not the virgin kobolds.
Nah.
One of the best things is we can spirit weapon a locker to shove them into it.
Perfect.
Spiritual weapon a locker. Oh my god.
Give me your tots, nerd.
All right. Oh, let's see. Where's the map music? Gotta have that back up again. Crap. There you are.
I suppose before we get properly rolling, I think Dan wanted to shoot Auntie Liza a quick message, see how they were doing.
Okay. Crap, I've dropped my counter all the way across there. 1 second while I go grab it.
Oh, sorry.
There you are, I got it.
So, I don't know. I don't remember if you've said this or not. I might have blanked out. Do the kids still have their special ability?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you still have your charms as a result of it.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Though mine is just about up.
It's like, hey, that's a bonus.
I love that both of us were kind of just thinking like, yeah, because if we lose our perks, I mean, does it work?
I mean, I'd be okay with it, but you know.
I was gonna say I was just kind of more curious than anything.
I remember one of my friends played.
Let's see.
One of my friends played like Gravekeeper Simulator or something like that, and he picked the most evil option, and I'm like, why did you do that? And he went, because ghouls might be destroying the world now, but I have faster efficiency. I can build stuff faster. And I'm like, you condemned an entire world so you could build a table faster. He's like,
Jeez.
All right, so Dan, what was your message to Auntie Liza?
Hey, Auntie Liza. How goes the hunt for Peggy and the rest of the Sewn Sisters in Hades? Are we finally free of them? I think that's just under the total cap.
24.
And I don't know if Din's in the corner doing this or if he's just asking this out in the open.
That's entirely up to you.
He might keep this more to himself. The others don't need to know that hags could theoretically come back. Someone might find out, but he'll explain it if he has to.
Hello, Dan. No word yet on the Sewn Sisters. We are keeping an eye out for them. Stupid bitches need to get stitches or die.
He's a vodka amp.
Dan will actually audibly laugh at that. Oh,
I love it. Your coven is all like, all right, I need to send a message. Yeah, half of these are going to be swears.
Yeah. Why Dan curses so much? He grew up under this.
Oh yeah, it's at this point. Eventually, you kind of hear shuffling around from behind you guys as Dave finally makes his appearance after last night.
Wow, you were out like a light.
Don't remind me. I can't even remember what happened. Dave kind of glances at you as you say that. I don't know what came over me. Normally I don't drink that much. We don't drink that much normally, right, Dan?
Usually.
So what did I miss when I was, recovering?
Enoch just holds up Joho a bit.
Dan will point at Clayton.
Oh, more wicks. Huh.
A 3-wick moon.
There it is, Rabbit, when you mentioned it in the Discord. Well done.
3-wick moon.
Thank you. You've made titling this episode on YouTube much easier, Rabbit.
Yes.
I'm an idea
Shorter
man.
and
What can I
catchy.
say?
It was either going to be that or happy birthday.
Oh, hot.
I missed the chance of getting quote of the week for that. I'm sorry, and I'm not afraid of it, or I'm not ashamed of it.
No worries.
Kill the part of you that shames.
But yeah, we're
Alright.
just finishing up here before we start heading out to Kier Sabal.
Oh, right. Well, I suppose I'll be ready whenever you are. That's right. Talat's just been hanging out in the house since, he's been eager to leave, I think, but I think we had a little bit of a chat while I was recuperating, and, he's definitely eager to get back home.
True, we never asked where he came from.
Really important.
Oh, I suppose I could regale about it, or he could regale it too, if he so desires, I guess. That would be rather rude of me.
I mean, we'll have plenty of time on the road.
Well, where we're going, we don't need roads, since we're practically making them through the jungle.
Accurate.
And a lot easier. We don't have to worry about a lot of things with your house now, Dan.
True.
Flashing back as Henrietta was just barging through the jungle, just knocking over trees left and right.
I imagine the only thing that would really be a threat is if we encounter a dragon, which is all the way on the opposite side of the continent, or maybe a really big dinosaur. But I think we can handle that.
Enoch is going to walk over to Dan and just cover his mouth.
Dave is also going to come over and cover his mouth.
Dan, what have we learned about tempting fate?
Dan pauses for a moment with two hands over his mouth. I guess you make a good point. But I'm pretty sure we're okay.
The last
Dave,
time we
what-
said that, Dan, we ended up getting chased by a T-Rex.
And having to
killed
fight
it.
a dragon!
And we beat the dragon and killed the T-Rex.
And
So-
what a story you all have to say for it.
Exactly.
You're not
See?
helping, Obeyed.
Well, at least there's no giants.
Enoch just...
Even Dan will look at her like,
Enoch would be like,
And
Joho, Joho, grab on
I
and...
heard that. Ru, I heard Legend of the Elders talking about giant birds with them possibly large wingspans. Rocks. There we go.
Enoch's just like,
like
I don't
to
have
use
enough
the
hands
one-
for all of you!
One time that Zeto and Enoch are both like, yeah, we're in agreements. This, they need to stop talking.
You can very clearly see an evil twinkle in Rue's eyes.
I'm just imagining we're gonna see a freaking Megazord out there now. A rock, a dinosaur, a mammoth somehow all attack us at once.
Oh god, it's like when I played Monster Hunter on Dante was die mode.
All right.
It's like Enoch and Zeto don't get along most times, but this is the one time they're united and like, yeah, no, we don't need this. You can stop talking now.
Can we just get inside the dog and worry about having to irrevocably change the politics of this continent?
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll go ahead and rouse the house.
It's amazing that seemed tame in comparison to what we were just talking about.
Adventurers have some of the neatest.
Dan will point very dramatically. Takir Sabal!
As Henrietta splays out her tongue to allow entrance inside.
Enoch's just going to look to Joho. Now, Joho, part of your new life is learning to listen to me like this group of people never does.
I mean, sure.
I'm a kid, so.
Okay. This isn't gonna work for you either.
Joho gives you a very confused. Joho gives you a very confused. Okay.
Don't worry, it's a learning curve for both of us. He'll say as Enoch is now just thinking back to his childhood of having to help raise goblin children. It's just like, oh man, is this how old Joe felt at the beginning? Oh no. Oh. Everything is just sinking into him at once.
As you're beginning to pack up and go inside, Henry, you hear a cry coming from behind you. Hold on. As you see coming up from the trail, is Orvex actually.
How disheveled.
Well, his clothes are on.
They are on.
Excellent start. 10 out of 10.
Looking good so far, Chief. Looking good so far.
Well, I honestly got sorry it took me so long, but let's just say that I had other things happen that delayed me, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, well,
we know what happened. You don't have to play coy about it.
Shush.
I told you she loves the cunning ones.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Everyone roll a perception check for me real quick.
Perception or insight?
Perception or insight, I guess. Either one.
Let's see. They're the same for me.
Because I have a higher thing on that.
Natural 20.
I have a line if I could say it real quick.
Wow, I keep rolling better than Yuki.
I have to see what Orvex's stats are. 1 second. Let's see.
Rue is a druid. She commands life. She knows.
Right, his stats out here. I gotta look it up in here. Let's see. Let's see, that's up. +3 at his deception check. Between Elise and... Well, let's see. Most of you can't get a read on this. Elise, you swear you see like a faint smile coming from like the corner of his mouth. And Rue, you kind of faintly hear him kind of give like a defeated chuckle under his breath, like. Do with that what you will.
Rue's just gonna quietly snort to herself.
You know, I was incredibly proud of becoming a single father, but that's probably the second proudest moment I am right now.
We did it. We kept you alive because we wanted to go ahead. You deserve it.
Really
After all the shit that he's been through, all he needs is hot cow wife.
True, because we're at least paying Kawasha.
Yeah.
You're gonna have quite the story for you're gonna have quite the story for the Sword Coast.
Orvex is getting paid in experience. Not actual experience, but experience, air quotes.
I'm gonna say above game. Like, if I got high enough, Zeno would have been looking at him. Dude, you know we heard you last night, right?
I'm happy with Dan not knowing he wouldn't have picked up on any of that shit.
So, after that bit that Elise and Rue kind of pick up on, he just kind of shrugs a little bit. Well, it seems that the Minotaurs have need of my services as... Well, I've had a chance to talk with the elders this morning, and it seems like they want me as... I guess as an advisor, or perhaps an ambassador? And he kind of gives like that confused shrug. I guess she must have put in a good word for me after that little exchange, but as he kind of cuts himself out after that.
Enoch attempts to cover Joho's ears, but then realizes that they don't have ears.
What's experience?
I'll tell you when you're older.
It's something that if you get enough of it, you level.
God damn it, Rabbit.
Guys, we got quote of
the night. I'm sorry, I'm amazingly lucid today.
God damn it, I'm just looking at Bubba what he wrote in the chat.
Enoch will just...
got snood.
Enoch will just walk over, pat Orvex on the shoulder. Well, good for you, man. We'll look for you when we come back through this way. You stay safe out there.
Right. And if I ever happen to stumble upon you at Port Yaun-ti at some point, well, I'll say we get another drink while we're out there, huh?
Look forward to it.
All right.
Absolutely. I will. I will salute Orvex and then leaning close to her ear. Her favorite food is the papayas that grow in the grove to the south.
Oh. He just kind of leans in a little bit. Oh, thanks for the tip.
Childhood Cow-chan.
All right. Well, as Orvex kind of surveys the rest of you, he just kind of gives you a courteous wave and then departs his way back towards the rest of the tribe. And as you all begin to file in, Henrietta curls in her tongue to close the door, and you begin to lumber away and set off.
So I do have a question. I don't think it mentions in the spell if the hut gets tired, if I kept dashing. So could I have Henrietta just continuously dashing up to Kir Sabal?
We have to go ahead and encourage her if she does that. We have to be like, "Who's a good girl?
Yes.
Who's a good girl?" Just scratch the shit out of her leg, like.
Just hang out the window, rub the side of her, give her stretches on the side.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's a animated hut. It's a construct.
Yep.
It is a construct, so it cannot get exhausted, I think. So she can just keep on trudging.
All right. Then it looks like we're going to do some dog drifting and move as fast as possible.
All right. Well, the map is your oyster. Which way do you want to travel to get to Kir Sabal? Just go ahead and ping on the map, and I'll move as appropriate.
I believe we were saying we wanted to get near the river because then we could possibly use it to try to get further up, like towards where we were going.
So, like, this way and then like that, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
As long as everyone else
All
is
right.
cool with it.
That's good to me.
Yeah.
And I'll keep the arrow for the pathing.
All right. So I'll remove that. Remove those hexes. So after about a day's worth of travel, you get to about here.
Am I coming in clear all right for you guys?
Yeah.
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 So I see we still haven't found the river, so I guess we'll just keep heading toward the river until we hit it, and then go up.
All right. So as you keep going this way. Oh. Okay.
Sudden anxiety intensifies.
I was gonna say, it's never a good thing when the DM says, "Oh."
Yeah.
Just hang me off. Just hang me off the tail. I'll go ahead and just swing at whatever comes around.
And we have a music change.
Honestly, I was not expecting you guys to kind of stumble your way over here, but this is interesting. I like it.
Whatever it is, we're gonna surprise the shit out of it while this doghouse comes trailing through the fucking jungle. It might try to surprise us, but we are the ones who will surprise it.
Dude, I just imagine just like some people just willing to waylay us or something in like the jungle, and then they just see this giant half house, half dog monstrosity just lumbering, and they're like, you know what? No.
We're good, actually. You know what?
I'm fine. I'm fine. You're fine.
They turned into that one. They turned into that one grunt from the Batman show where he sees Batman and just closes the door.
What was in there? Nothing.
Nope.
You see anything? Nothing.
The smartest man in Gotham City. Not Batman. That particular grunt.
All right. Well, I have to get on the right map for this. I don't think I even have music set up for this, but huh.
Oh Lord, I'm all of a sudden just remembering the House of the Crocodile.
And for reference, the Hut Henrietta is a gargantuan creature in size, if you need to get a token for her.
All right. I'm sure I could come up with something for a token. But as you make your way tracking through the jungle here, I'll go ahead and bring you guys over to this map here. A fantastic edifice rises up out of the jungle. A hanging garden of exotic beauty. Water streams down the steps between two massive elephant carvings. Beyond them, a broad flooded avenue runs arrow straight for more than 100 feet before ending in a carving of a Tyrannosaurus face. Water pours from the Tyrannosaurus's jaws and flows the length of the concourse to drain down to the steps in front of you. 5-foot-high terraces flank the boulevard. Low archways, 3 on each side, are built into the terrace walls. These archways are in various stages of collapse, as are the tunnels beyond them. Beautifully carved, larger-than-life stone vases are mounted between the arches. A wild profusion of plants grows on the upper terraces, and multicolored parrots and canaries flit and sing among them. To the north, a dilapidated brick dome rises above the Tyrannosaurus head water spout. Smaller bell-shaped domes surmount the highest terraces to your left and right.
So, you might need to, reveal some of the map, because I have a giant black screen.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me, go ahead and... Actually, I have to reveal all of this.
Yeah, it sounded really pretty, but I was just like, oh no, I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Can't see nothing, Chief.
We're in advanced art.
Thing, Joe.
The one thing Enoch's eyes don't let him do, see in the dark, despite it being one of the easiest things I could have given him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game, why are you doing this to me? I just want to reveal this shit. Ah!
I remembered I actually did make a token for the hut for another game, so I put that in the Discord just to make it easier.
Welcome, chat, to Theater of the Mind, the beautiful part of D&D.
magnificent ruin. I can't describe the beauty of it.
Game? For crying out loud. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting this to be, this difficult with... Oh, hold on a sec.
Oh no, turn order. We literally have to fight the darkness.
Oh no! Well, good thing I have magic missile.
But yeah, meanwhile, Enoch's just trying to think, okay, so things to do. Make sure they're safe. Make sure they're fed. Oh yeah, did Wick actually need to eat anything? Oh, okay, clothed. Eventually I gotta teach him to read. Enoch is now slowly realizing he might have to become a helicopter parent.
Meanwhile, Dan's just having a great time. I'm going to teach him how to make potions. Probably witchcraft later down the line. It's going to be great.
Meanwhile, Enoch doesn't know the first thing about getting someone into a good school because half of his school was just learning how to read goblin pictograms.
Who needs school? Just have some witch adopt you and teach you magic. It's how I got about life.
Not all of us
turned out great.
Not all of us get fancy witch parents. Some of us get adopted by quasi-alcoholic blacksmiths.
I mean, you turned out all right.
Gestures to himself. Did I?
I'd say so.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh,
there
that's
we
a cool
go.
looking map.
Yep.
Ooh.
Pay no
Awesome.
attention to the
Big.
very middle. I just have to hide that.
That's fine. How about we just do you a favor and we'll move our tokens?
Yeah. Where would we be popping in?
Oh, shit, that's a full
yeah, I
thing.
just turned it on again, so let me just I'll have to go through and reveal this one by one. Like that.
Oh, let me go use the bathroom.
It's all good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'd probably be on the other shore or something.
Yeah, you would be... Henrietta, we'll say at this point, is trudging down the river, basically right over here at this point.
Okay. So let's put my
And
guy.
as you're looking forward in front of the house, I want you guys to roll perception checks for me.
Okay.
Perception.
What do my half-elf eyes see? Okay, 13
I can
again.
literally look through solid objects, but I still can't get above a 10.
Well, Yuki got a natural 20.
Let's see.
Perception is a 10. Just a straight 10.
Alright, as you all look out in the waters ahead of you, we'll say... Rue, Yuki, and Elise. You all see movement in the water up ahead, and as you get a closer look, you see there are crocodiles swimming in the water.
Okay, I'm back.
And let me go ahead and
Welcome back.
grab their tokens.
Thank you.
Then I was just gonna look at like above game. I as well be like, okay, just don't smile at them.
You don't see them, though. You don't even know.
True.
You don't see. Some crocodiles.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there are 3 of them.
Hello, reason I don't go to Florida.
Careful, there are crocodiles in the water.
Oh shit.
Alright, kids, make sure you stay inside Henrietta while we check things out.
And guys, don't smile at them. I'm not gonna let that joke go because it's still one of my favorite songs from the Muppets. I didn't go there first, but I guess I heard it from them first.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, yes. Revealing more of the map. There.
There we go.
Over to there.
Is it a bad time to mention we have horrible luck with crocodiles?
We're a lot
It
stronger
is.
than we were then.
It is unfortunate, but I'm sure we can. You know, I'm sure we can make our way around
We can
them.
just crocodile it up. Well, as long as we don't give them a reason to assail us.
True. Also, Enoch will turn to Kawasha. Kawasha, you got any idea what this place is?
As Kawasha thinks about for a little bit. And at this point, Shago, who also is with you guys, kind of gets up and thinks about it. Wait. Oh, that's right. I've heard of this place. It's a lost paradise called Nangalore.
Nangalore. Can I go ahead and roll something to see if the elders talked about that?
History check for me, Tarot Bane.
12.
12. Let's see.
History? Is it like legendary enough I might have read about it, or?
Let's see. Yeah, I'll say you can roll a history check too, Dan.
All right. Well, that's a natural 1 and a natural 20 on the other side.
Beans.
Picture of extremes.
Wow.
Heaven and hell.
Christmas
Yeah.
coded.
That definitely doesn't sound familiar to you, Dan. Tyrant Bane. Your tribe has heard of a few scouts that have traveled this way. They have found some ruins, but for what you've heard, there's been lots of overgrowth, and you've heard a tale specifically that they encountered a man-eating plant in there, or a plant that ate one of your tribesmen.
Oh, this place. Yes, yeah, the elders told me about this place.
Anything good, or should we expect something bad?
There's a man-eating plant in here. Killed one of our scouts.
Lovely.
So, the usual for Chult.
I got ate by a plant once.
Well, man-eating plants are normally something we can take care of. If we were to bring down one of my tribesmen, very big plant, probably.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, the other scouts that came back didn't really want to discuss about it. They just talked about fangs and thrashing vines.
Well,
We were planning at one point to go ahead and do something about it, but, well, everything that's happened so far.
You can't blame yourself for that.
my first instinct would be just to ignore it, but considering we need to start having things that we can bargain with the trade princes about, possibly investigating this place and bringing back some symbols of it might help our cause.
I was thinking the same thing. If we don't have anything monetarily to go ahead and offer, maybe trophies of our strength and stature would go ahead and help as well. It's one thing to go ahead and end the Black Day, but past that, other things that could go ahead and help out the jungle could also go ahead and help out our cause as well.
Alright, well, I guess first things first, we're going to need to deal with those gators.
All right.
Would
How
it
do
be
you guys wish
possible
to
to-
deal with the gators?
Would it be possible to, understanding what all of your magics are capable of doing, would it be possible to go ahead and talk to them somehow? Maybe get them to leave?
Probably speak to them.
Strictly
I-
speaking, I could. I would just need to prepare such a thing.
I do not know how to speak alligator.
Got it. It'll take me 20 minutes to get the ritual done, but I can
Oh wait,
converse.
is it a ritual? Hold on.
It is.
Yeah, it should only
You
be
can
10
use the
minutes,
slot, or you can. Well, I
Oh.
think if you cast as a ritual, it adds another 10 minutes to the ritual.
I haven't.
Unless I'm mistaken.
I'd have to double check. I haven't done much ritual casting specifically because
Whoops. Ignore that.
that would also work.
Or I could just moonbeam, you sleet storm, and then it's not a problem anymore.
Nope,
They don't
ignore
want to do
it.
gator diplomacy.
Guys, I have fireball again. We can just do that. Why do
We
you
just
care,
then
man?
load a bunch of AoE spells on them and obliterate the water underneath them.
We'll save that as plan.
Die.
B. We'll save that as plan B, or as I call it, plan B for boots.
Plan B, scorched earth. Just destroy them.
'Twas but a misclick. I do have tidal wave, which will probably be just as effective. Just make them wash away.
Take the gators and push them somewhere else.
Confused gator, and then I saw a wave 20 feet tall. Inland? Yes!
It wasn't even coming from the big lizard mouth. It was from the water. Ah! All right, so all are good options, but what will you guys decide to do?
Well, only the shadow knows.
Dan, I think, is doing the ritual for chit chat with animal.
I'll speak with animals.
I could cast the ritual for speak with animals and then use my broom to fly over and have a chat with them.
Honestly, I probably should just prepare that. I don't use cure wounds like at all.
Okay, yeah, I just found it. The ritual version of a spell takes 10 minutes longer to cast than normal, so yeah, it'd be 20 minutes if I do ritual casting to save my slot.
Okay.
And let's see. Just because I've had a chance to do this yet, we'll say 5, 10, 50, 20, 5, 10, 50, 20. Because I assume that, for the sake of brevity, we'll assume that the... Ah, crap. I will select the square. Let me select the square. There,
Yeah,
nope.
sometimes you gotta zoom in to properly click on it.
There we go.
Wait,
Yeah, we'll say that's Henrietta.
I'm being
Alright.
silly. So I assume that this is level with us right now? Like, is that what the deal is?
The ground?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we're being silly. I'm assuming we just want to be over there, right?
Dan
Oh,
will look back
yeah.
at Henrietta. Probably just move over, actually, now that I think about it. What are the gators gonna do? Attack Henrietta? Look at her.
I mean,
Hunters.
Enoch feels both stupid but also concerned. Though he's also perpetually concerned, so I guess he'll ignore and just be like, yeah, I guess we can just step on ground.
Well, but none of us catch that immediately.
Yeah, we really should have thought of that, actually.
We're making this a little bit complicated. You can just go over.
Alright. So you're gonna command Henrietta to...
Swim for a little bit and then climb up onto the other end.
How deep even is it?
Man, this really is like Frylock just going, or you could turn the goddamn grill off.
I guess Dan will hang out of the door to watch the gators while we're moving across to make sure they don't attack. If anyone wants to, they can hang out the windows to do the same.
Sure, Enoch will hang out a window just in case.
You know what? If you want to, I'll allow... Make an intimidation check for Henrietta.
Okay. Let me look at if she has those stats.
If she has a charisma stat.
Because I know she's got, let's see, 26 strength, 12 dex, 18 con, and a 4 in all other statistics. Oh boy. So I will roll a flat d20, and, well, that's a 2. And
That'd
what
be
is
a
the
2 for like a
modifier on the
-4. So that's a -2.
She is very adorable.
It's so
She's
floofy.
She's about as threatening as a puppy.
True. A really, really big puppy.
A really fucking weird puppy.
A Clifford, their big red dog-sized puppy.
After a while, the crocodile, especially this one in particular, it kind of, you see it swim about 5 feet closer to it to get a closer look at it, but then you see it begin to swim away from Henrietta.
Good. Smart crocodile.
And after trudging up, yeah, this is about a 10-foot high cliff that's right here, I believe. So it kind of pushes through this brush and then just plops herself right here.
This is still going to take a lot of getting used to.
Pretty used to it.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless
So,
you.
I like to imagine that was Henrietta for a moment, just coughing us out.
Yeah, yeah, she kind of made her way through that one bush right there. That's it.
Then I'm gonna look at Enoch. Well, the alternative was fighting crocodiles, so I think I can get used to that.
All right. So.
Dan's gonna pet Henrietta's side. Good girl.
All right. So let me just double.
Who's a sweet little abomination? You are. Oh, what breed is your dog? Oh, a Tudor.
As she begins.
1 bed, 2 bath.
Yeah.
Untamed overgrowth can't hide the fact that this garden is a haven for exotic plants that don't grow naturally in the surrounding jungle. Unfamiliar flowers, towering ferns, and even stranger plants resembling giant pine cones or lily pads spread and tangle everywhere. Bright canaries flit between them, and parrots with striped beaks squawk at you.
Ocean ingredients. Dan is vibrating with excitement.
Enoch puts a hand on Dan's shoulder. Dan?
Yes?
I can feel your excitement, but something to consider. Even I can tell that this is unnatural. So someone may have done this. So before you take anything, let's make sure we don't gotta ask anyone's permission.
Fair point. He's still vibrating, a little deflated.
It would be interesting if someone did live around here.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yep.
Onward, I guess.
So, do we want to check up that way, and he'll point to the upper levels, or do we want to check, he'll point to one of these staircases over here. Do we want to check possibly underneath the ruin?
I think we should explore what's up here first before we go delving lower.
Fair enough.
I would imagine the big building is the important building, really.
And these old timey ruins, like the big buildings usually were.
Alright, so we're heading upwards, so I guess first things first, let's find a staircase to up there.
Or Dan hops on his broom.
Let's see. I have to double check something real quick here. I have to load something up real quick.
Okay, while that's happening, I say Enoch will probably try to check over this giant, like, hole in the wall.
Rue, stop yourself right about here.
Eh?
As let's see. All right. Let's see.
Time to get nibbled.
Let's see. I'll need Ru, Yuki, Kawasha, Zeno, and Dan all to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Dan
No,
and Zeno, you would have advantage on this.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
use my inspiration.
And
15.
Wisdom save. I'm trained in that. Nice.
Wisdom save is a 16.
Oh, that's an 8. Oh wait, advantage. 24.
Thank you, advantage. You saved me from whatever this is. I
Ooh,
don't know what
thank
it
you.
is, but thank you.
You all feel a sweet smell hanging in the air. Let's see. That's right. Where's Enoch currently? Oh, Enoch, you would have to make the save as well.
And what save is that again?
Wisdom.
Oh boy.
Above game, like, can we discern like what type it is? Like, does it smell like a fruit or like a baked good, or what type is it?
Yeah, it smells like a sweet fruit.
14.
Enoch, this smell. It's weird. You think you've smelled the smell before?
It's kind of smelly smell.
Oh no.
It smells smelly.
All right. And as you get to right there, una momentito.
So I was about to say, ping where you
I'm
want
gonna
me again?
need.
Ping where you want
Was
me
it?
again? Says okay.
You were right there, so
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. Since you want that around, I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, I remember what this is, and it's very, very bad.
Ooh. Okay.
I vaguely remember. I don't quite exactly. I just know.
All right, rolling for
Is this the man trap?
Washa and Shaco, and then rolling for this thing.
Also, we need to
13.
put his token on here. I'm rolling for Talad.
Oh, Talada's staying in the house. He's not stepping foot outside.
Okay.
He is a smarter man than we are.
Someone has to
Yes.
keep an eye on the children.
Considering we only have one intelligence caster besides him.
14.
Okay.
All right, so that was
I'm gonna deck out Yuki.
Kawasha rolled a 12. Oh wait, you already rolled. I rolled. Wait.
When was the roll for Talad?
Talad, it will be considered a non-combatant, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying because I have 2 initiative rolls there. I corrected it and made sure I had the proper one in the tracker.
That's right. Roll for Talad. Yes. There's another D20. Huh, you rolled a 19.
Why couldn't you roll that nice for me when I did it, Talad?
That's right. Ducanu is up there. Wait. You guys are listed twice. God damn it. Did this glitch again.
Wait, so I thought Lucanu stayed back at Hisari.
Yeah, she did. So what the fuck? It showed up 2 sets of initiatives again. This glitch.
That's weird.
Alright, so Enoch. Let's see.
Enoch has a 7, and I fixed it in there.
Alright. Dan, you rolled a 16, which means that. What did Yuki rolled? A
E9.
9. Okay, so that means Davis also stayed inside.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's your 16 there.
And we just need Tyrant Bane to also roll.
Alrighty, let's see here.
At least have the 14.
Hold in the rear.
2 for Tyrant Bane.
Rear for the steer.
You had a 19. Not.
Shago and Kawasha.
Yep. Shago rolled an 11. And then the mysterious enemy.
Gotten my spell slot from sending back, right? Because this is like the second day after that, or the first day after that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it actually has a positive. Alright, so it rolled a 5. Alright, sort by descending. Alright, well, Rue, as you're investigating over here, the growth of plant that you see right here suddenly springs up. And he's going to attempt to engulf you.
Oh boy.
That's a roll. I assume an 11 doesn't hit.
Sure don't.
As the leafy jaws attempt to bite you, but you narrowly dodge out of the way. So with that, let's go ahead and head to the top of the turn order, and you, Rue.
Okay. Oh, how dost want to handle you?
Outleaf him.
Who is the leafiest?
Of them. Oh.
Wait, aren't I at the top of the turn order?
Oh, wait. Oh, what'd you roll?
I rolled 16.
Yeah, he's way ahead of me.
Oh, I guess that's 26. Oh, that's right. That was back when you had that Orvex is not on there.
Well, Orvek's not here. He's staying back with his cow wife.
Yep.
Yeah. He's having a grand old time.
Zeto, you rolled a 13?
Yep.
Orvex gets a chill down his spine as something tries to eat us.
Rex is just looking out the horizon. Man, I wonder what they're up to.
Yeah, Kawash.
The bees are consuming me.
Let's see. Oh, that's right, Kawasha. Kawasha rolled a 12. Right. So, yeah, it would be Dan up first.
All right. Dan's going to hop on his broom, hover up about 10 feet, and do. Yeah, sure. Let's go right over here. And, I think I'm going to go with, everybody's favorite.
Trasum Lune.
Good old Trabum Lune.
Trabum Lune. Can't save.
And just do that so people can get up and hit it.
It passed with an 18.
Damn. Okay, it takes 3 radiant damage.
Okay.
And you know what? Bonus action, I will use one of my jinxes to make it glow dark blue. Using my Witchfire jinx to grant advantage to whoever wants to hit it next.
Alright.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So that's with the glowy glow right there. And anything else for your turn, Dan?
Nope, that's all my stuff.
Speaking of things that could use advantage, Elise, it's your turn.
Okay, first and foremost, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my internet's been misbehaving over the last like 30 to 40 minutes, so if I've dipped out in and out, that's because of it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But we're fine now. So I'm gonna bring back an old favorite. I'm in bonus action Hunter's Mark the Plant.
All right.
There's a refresher for those who haven't seen this. And I'm gonna get a little bit better angle so I'm not shooting into friendly skies. And we're gonna go ahead and sharpshooter shot number 1.
All right.
15.
That hits.
There's 18 piercing. 1 hunters and Colossus Slayer because it's taking damage.
Correct.
Yeah.
So 21 damage.
21. Well, wait, there's more.
Round 2, fight.
Another sharpshooter, 13.
That'll hit.
23 piercing and another 4 hunters.
All right. So, geez, another 27.
And now that'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Zeno.
Alright, so just to make sure that I'm nowhere in the area, because I was going to run over here.
All right.
And... Alright. Actually, not over there. So I was right here originally. He's going to come right here. Aim this direction with a thunderbolt at level 4.
All
Or
for
lightning bolt level 4.
Lightning bolt. Okay.
And-
Roll for wild magic.
Let's see this. That's a 5.
No, sir, it's detected. It fails the dex save.
It takes a total.
Oh, actually, it's a con save.
It takes
yeah.
a total of 10 damage.
21 damage. And you just see an explosion of viscera upon where the. Wait a minute. You sure you didn't mean shatter with that? Because, kaboom. Because Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube from you.
Oh, I pressed Thunderwave. I meant lightning bolt actually. So
Lightning bolt. Yeah, so reroll the damage for a lightning bolt. It still fails the dex save.
That's a lot more damage. That's
Rip.
33 damage.
Oh, was that not my Magnum? Hold on, let me pull out my trusty Desert Eagle.
Oh shit! I fired my 22. I'm sorry. Here, let me fire my 45.
So,
Let me take out the
for
shotgun.
anybody that's ever mowed lawn, you know that smell you get whenever you hit like certain weeds? Like, the best example I could come up with is if you ever hit like a buttonweed or milkweed or some ragweed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get a smell kind of like that as the plant just explodes from the damage. Just you get splattered with a little bit of clipping and viscera.
Her mouth flattens in annoyance.
All right, and we are thus out of initiative.
Well, that's one man-eating plant. Who wants to bet there's more?
Not I, says the horrible gambler.
I'm inclined to agree.
Hmm.
Do one of you have that, she'll just kind of, like, daintily pick up her cloak that's all goopy. Do one of you have that cleaning spell or something?
Yes, Zenelwood here with prestidigitation. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yep,
That's all
the the dried clippings at this point have all been nicely cleaned off. After a minute.
Okay.
But yes, I'm inclined to agree. There are probably more.
Yeah, especially considering he'll gesture to the wall he was about to investigate. This looks like it was not man-made. And can I move to investigate exactly what may have made this cut through, since it looks like the roots haven't actually, like, fully gone through?
Over here?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. 21.
21. As you're kind of investigating around here, you barely notice it, but at a couple points, yeah, you do notice from over here, as well as inside the crevice that's over here. Yeah, there are some tree roots and erosion that have kind of expanded and cracked out the part of that stone there. Seems like it took a long time in order for that weathering to cause that rut.
Alright, well this is more natural than I expected, and he'll just run his hand over the edges, but still, I feel like the way nature's encroaching on this place is far from natural, though you'd be the expert on that, Rue.
Does this seem natural?
Nature check?
I'll
Okay.
assist with that.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, where are you? Nature. There you are. 18.
18. Yeah, give it enough time. Yeah. Whether it's weather, plant growth, erosion, yeah, that can wear down a lot of the paved stone that was basically through here. That's one thing you notice too, Enoch, is that there are a lot of paved stones that were basically lining where these terraces are, where you're kind of looking at. And from where you're at, that's a 10-foot high raise between where you're standing and where this terrace up here is.
Real shrug. You'd be surprised how thoroughly nature can take over.
Agreed. If no one is keeping the plants from doing what they do, they'll just grow where they damn well please.
Honestly, if anybody has ever seen like photos of like old abandoned cities that have been taken over by nature, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Horrifying, but cool.
Yeah, there's an abandoned chapel in the woods out here that's just covered in ivy.
Nah, heck yeah.
Neat.
And I guess I'll describe this for you, Dad, since you're a little higher up, since you're flying on your broom.
All right.
A bell-shaped dome of sculpted stone rises from the end of each upper walkway. The dome to the east is beginning to crumble with age. The one to the west is wrapped and draped with thick webs.
You know, from my vantage, I'm noticing there's some stone domes up there on the west side. One of them is a statue on it that's covered in webs, so spiders probable. Big ones, I'd wager.
Good to know.
Alright, spiders. My favorite.
I'm gonna curl around down here. Do these steps like go in anywhere lower?
Yeah, as you're kind of looking at this, this portion right here that drops 5 foot, this is basically where the roof of a tunnel has collapsed. But at this point, you still do see there is a tunnel that kind of continues on down over here. Yeah, the tunnel goes from here down to the canal that kind of runs through. And it's ankle high in water here.
Okay. So probably not necessary to go over there. mosey my way over here then.
And as you look over here, there's a set of stone stairs that ascend 5 feet into a wall here. And you can see that beyond the wall there is just thick patches of plant growth beyond.
Well, I think I might see the way to get up to the upper area.
I could just ferry people up on top there. Dan will fly up and down a few times.
Yeah, that's fair.
True.
Or I could take the stairs.
Or you could take the stairs into the miscellaneous plant growth.
I figure I'll go
All
with
right.
Rue so we don't have anyone going alone, but anyone who wants to fly upward is free to take you up on your offer, Dan.
Who would like to go aboard Air Dan?
Yeah, it saves me a slot. Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Dan will begin ferrying everyone who wants to ride the broomstick up onto the upper area here.
Oh, absolutely. No, I want to be a part of that.
All right.
Eh.
I'll bring over Shago and Kawasha.
It's like when Zeno's flying with Dan. You know, I could actually do this without the broom, but it seems more fun with it.
Right?
I don't know why, but I guess it's because you're holding on to something. It feels like a amusement ride.
Maybe. Or because it's like some sort of vehicle, I suppose. I could do this with like anything that the spell will work with. Like I could maybe have us in a cauldron or something,
Alright.
but there's just
Alright.
something about the broom that's nice.
1 second, Rue. As the three of you make your way through this garden here,
Dang it, I've been grabbed by the scruff.
the plants in this enclosed garden are like nothing you've ever seen. Their shapes are fantastic, and their colors are like gems sparkling in the sun. Enclosed by 5-foot-high walls, this strangely beautiful garden imparts a sense of serenity. A message is deeply scratched into the wall. Up to the south wall, as you're looking over to your left, Enoch,
Yes?
you see that this message says, let's see, Great
Return the
Ooptao, free me.
Oh.
As Elise and Rue go right over here. Alright, let's see. I have to look up this because a group of plants all of a sudden attempt to lash out at you, Elise.
Oh, good.
Right later.
And this is why we used Air Dan.
Well, they're gonna have to. They're gonna
Yeah,
be
we-
17 AC.
We could have used Air Dan, or I could have picked a fight.
Exactly.
To be
I mean,
fair,
we knew the plants are killing people here.
It's been a long time since Assassin Vines tried to choke Caitlyn.
Or specifically, I'm pretty sure you guys have fought these.
Oh, yeah.
They're not assassin vines, but let's see. I gotta look up the tricolor fronds.
No, I don't think we fought the tricolor fronds. We fought the worst.
Oh, you've seen them, but like, yeah, I don't think you fought them.
Yeah, we fought the much worse ones that might puppet people. Enoch
Ah,
almost
yes.
lost very early in the campaign. That's what I was scared about.
The creeping ones. I have it in my notes somewhere.
All right, so Elise, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. $16.
All right. And so you pass a con save. You're not poisoned by it. Then I need you to make a dexterity save.
15.
And as you look, one of the vines, or one of the blossoms, you see a viscous-looking fluid. It flings it at you, and it goes to do that, but it misses. And then... And then another blossom with thorny vines goes to whip at you, but it also misses. So... With that out of the way, I'll need you guys to roll initiative again.
Gotcha.
It's been a while since we had
17.
good jungle combat music.
15.
We're back to
With
having
a 3.
we're back to having the typical Chulton experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
Alright, so...
By the
It's
way,
you.
I was on the wrong layer when I clicked on my token. I rolled a 13. If you can add that in.
Oh, sure.
So I guess Zeno would go before me because he's got a 2 and I've got a 1. And we both rolled 15.
Alright, 13. Kawasha rolled an 11. And then Shago.
Also, I'm assuming it hasn't been an hour yet.
Not really, no. It's been a few minutes.
Okay,
Let's see,
because
we'll
I still
see.
technically have Hunter's Mark up then.
Yep. Let's see. Shago rolled a 10.
It's literally been 10 minutes.
Let's see. And then the Franz. What did the Franz get? They also rolled. Actually, they rolled
My
a
mind
7.
went to the exact same place, Caitlin.
I'm not gonna say that mine didn't. I'd be lying.
Alright. Alright, Tyrant Man, it's your turn.
Oh, sweet. All right. What's the drop between here and here? Like, can I jump
that's-
off and just run and gore a plant?
You currently can't see the plants from where you're at, because, let's see. Yeah, they're kind of blended in. But if you were to move over here, I'll allow you a perception check.
Ah, cool.
Let's see.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, I'll allow you a free perception check.
Cool. 12. Do I have
12.
keepers on them?
You see that there are two plants that are oddly wriggling. This one and that one, which attacked the least, I'll say.
All right.
And to answer your earlier question, that is a 5-foot drop between your terrace and the garden below.
Ah, easy. 25. Jump! And just jump down and swing at that one.
All right, roll the hit.
All right. Let's go. Beautiful Sunblade with inspiration. Yay, beautiful Sunblade.
Yeah.
That's a 30.
Wait, that's a 30. That'll hit.
All right, second level smite on this. So that's
Iron Fang
17.
gonna do what I did
It.
with the last round.
And then that is 4d8, I think.
Yep.
Completely obliterate this poor
31.
plant.
Yep. How do you want to take out this plant, Tyrant Man?
Oh, just jump down from the incline with a sharp moo, and then just throw the sword down through the creature, and then it explodes in a geyser of holy light.
Yep. And it just erupts in fire and holy flame as it is utterly decimated.
Oh wait, yeah, there's an extra D8 I do because my feet. All right, never mind. It's dead. It's very dead. It's very dead.
Yep. Very, very, very dead.
This isn't Final Fantasy X. I'm not farming for spheres. Let's just.
Someone call Staples, because that was very easy.
Oh fuck! Where's my button?
I don't even have a Staples near me anymore.
I think anyone does. I think Staples is going out of business.
Oh,
I mean, I think I've seen a Staples recently.
No, they're
I mean,
very much
there's
in
an
business.
Office Max.
Hey, Caitlin, did you hear what happened to the Staples in my neighborhood?
What happened to the Staples in your neighborhood?
It got bought out by a place called Remover.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Funny joke.
Oh, wait, I found
All right,
it.
so that was your movement and your action. Anything else? Hey,
that's me.
slide whistle.
That's me.
Okay, there's approximately one Staples in my hometown, and there's still a few dotted around West Michigan.
Settle, it's your turn.
So here to get a better view.
All right, perception check.
I would assume that we don't know what's going on right now. All we saw was Tyrant Bane just walk or jump down and just destroy something.
That's kind of how we do.
Yeah. You just
The
see him
hell's
cut
going
into a
on
random
down there?
plant.
We're being assailed.
All right, so I can't see it. I assume.
Actually, I need to roll. Actually, with their earlier stealth checks, I'll say you see the one that is right next to Elise.
In that case, I'm gonna firebolt it.
All right, roll to hit.
That is a 27
Yeah, that'll hit.
and a bushki. No, I did not want that. I wanted that. 16 fire damage.
16 fire damage. That one is still barely hanging on. All right. Anything else for your turn, Zeno?
That's it.
Dan, it's you.
All right. Whoop. Roll perception to see where the plants are.
Sure.
All right. That's an 11.
At 11. Yeah, you actually see both of them. And you recognize them. Oh, yeah, tricolor fronds. Huh. Oh, no, tricolor fronds.
Oh dear. Well, Glacius Fetto. Between these two, I'm going to shoot an ice knife. I don't have to worry about the piercing damage because I'm not hitting any of them, but
All
they're
right,
going to
so
take
dex
6 cold
saves.
damage on that dex save.
Let's see. All right, so one passed with a 19 and the other failed with a 4. We'll say this one up here passed and the one next to Elise failed.
All right.
And as you hit the explosion hits with the cold damage, it withers and collapses.
And that will be all for me.
Oh, that's right. Save for half damage, right?
Let me check. Hit
Or.
the target.
So it's
creature.
6 damage through or, so there's no half. Gotcha.
Okay, yeah, no, this one is save and suck. Save or
All
suck,
right.
rather.
All right, Elise.
Alright, well, since I still got Hunter's Mark up, I'll go ahead and move it over to this guy right here, the last one standing.
Yep. Shoot.
No sharpshooter this time, just regular longbow.
Okay.
28.
Hits.
15 piercing, plus Hunter's. A singular Hunter's Mark damage.
It's still up. Get him, Billy Mays.
Shot number 2. That's a nat 1, but it's still 15.
That'll miss with a nat 1.
Nah, I'm not gonna waste my action surge. That's turn.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Kawashi's gonna move in. He's gonna do a check. Yeah, he'll see. He'll produce flame and huck it at the plant. That hits.
Gotta love
Good.
that even with a nat 1, I still can roll a minimum of a 15.
Yeah, yikes.
And as you see the mote of flame just fling into the planet, it burns up, and thus ends combat.
A.
Dan's gonna like lounge on his broomstick. See, this is why flying up was probably the better call.
Enoch will gesture at the wall. Are you sure about that?
I mean, I didn't have to battle plans.
Rue
I mean,
looks
I
up. Rue looks up at him. Neither did I. And yet I'm in here, aren't I?
He raises his finger and then puts it down.
And besides, exploring is all part of the fun, isn't it?
Fair enough.
We have weird definitions of fun, Rue. Enoch will say pinching the bridge of his nose.
This is an aside. Remember when those things actually caused actual fear for us?
Good times.
No, they weren't.
Well, they were times.
All right, well, I think I have a bit of the mystery to this place, and he'll wait for Shago and Kawasha to show up. But once everyone's there, Enoch will explain. So I read what I'm going to assume was ancient Omuan or Chultan. At this point, I can't really figure out what language I'm reading. I can just read it. But it basically said, please free me Ubtao, which means that something's probably trapped in here, which Gesture saw the plants, probably led to all of this. Does that ring any bells for you two? And he'll gesture to Kawasha and Shago.
Do they? No. Let's see. Shago thinks about it for a little bit. He shrugs. Kawasha.
Please, Kawasha, I'm begging you.
He thinks about it. He puts his finger to his temple and taps it. Well, if there's anything trapped here. Well, I'm not sure if anything's been trapped here, but I thought this was a palace at one point. Which is strange, considering Omu. Oh, if only Orvex were here, perhaps you could have given us some more insight.
Just what I was thinking. Mentally, it's just like, I'm happy for Orvex, but damn it, why'd you have to bail?
Alright. As you guys make your way up onto that terrace, I want you guys to roll perception checks for me.
Okay.
I can do that for you.
18.
1, 2, 3.
Finally.
14.
I got a
You beat the
6.
22.
20.
Alright. We'll say Dan, Elise, Enoch, Yuki, and Tyrant Bane. As you're kind of making your way forward on this terrace, you see the wide dome. That's this massive dome that's off to your left. And as you're looking at this other dome that's ahead of you up here, as you're looking ahead at that, you see, taking to the sky and kind of flying in some directions towards it, you see, if you, well, as you go to count, 6 large birds or so begin to circle the skies around where that dome is.
Mm-hmm.
You see 3 of them land on top of the dome. 1 lands in this tree over here. one lands on this elephant face over here. And one lands on this wall right over here.
Immediately, it's just like, Papazotto, why did you leave me in this time of need?
But yeah, you would recognize them as Eblis. Have taken notice of your intrusion, and they appear to be keeping an eye on you.
We aren't alone here.
No, we are not. Those are Eblis. I'm acutely aware of this.
Can I roll a history to see if Zeno knows what the hell Eblis are? Or nature or whatever?
Oh, yeah, sure. Nature or Arcana?
I'll roll 2.
We thought we encountered
sure.
these, didn't we?
First. 27.
No?
What are Eblis? Please tell me that they're friendly.
Well, we met one. He was kind of a dick, but helpful in a fight. He was in my head for most of that time.
It's true.
Let's see. We'll say Elise and... Yeah, Elise? It kind of makes sense. You've remembered that you guys had an encounter with a hut that had these Eblis in them. You exchanged information with them. They definitely seem like they're intelligent large birds. Dan, with your 27 for your nature check, legend has it that Eblis were thought to be reincarnations of evil humans who were punished for larceny and kidnapping.
Huh.
And they seem to be portrayers of evil plots, more or less. And they also like to collect treasure.
Dan will relay this to everyone.
I'll just feel more of around this dome.
Meanwhile, Enoch would just be like, well, I did think he was kind of a dick. Oh, I'm gonna need to learn to curb this swearing if I'm gonna be a father.
Or just lightly rolls her eyes. If you say so. That said, what do we want to do about this?
Well, we can try talking.
If that's what you think is best.
Might as well see if we can find out anything about this place first, and we do have some treasure to trade, though I'm not exactly willing to give all of it up.
Plus, considering what they originally were, they might try to pull a fast one on us.
Well, some information is better than none. And worst comes to worst, not the worst thing we've had to fight.
True.
Alright, so I guess who wants to approach? Because Enoch will head forward.
Yeah. Mosey on over.
I will also join.
Sure, I'll hover over with you.
Alright. As you approach, one by one, the Eblis' gaze is drawn to all of you as you walk forward.
Hi there. Would any of you happen to know exactly what happened here?
Let's see. One sec, I gotta find that page again. I lost it in here. Is that it? No, that's not it. There it is. Mezzanine. They crane their necks for a little bit, but they don't appear to offer a response. As one of the Eblies, you see this one on the wall right here. It flies over the wall, and you see it hop over. And with its claws, you see it open the... It appears to be, you see it disappear through what you suspect might be a door.
Well, I guess we should see if that's an invitation, he'll say as he takes a few steps forward, and see if they try to do anything. Any response? Milla?
Just 1 second. I have the reading on something else I had here.
He's rolling for bird.
Roll for bird.
On a scale of Alfred Hitchcock, what's an 11?
Oh no.
A very American British look. As that is Hitchcock's deal.
I guess I'll just say, on a scale of The Birds to Psycho, how well do we do in the horror? If I open
After a little bit.
Oh.
The bird flies back out, or the Ebony flies back out.
That's the name of it. I was trying to figure out, there was a crappy bird movie, Birdemic. Is this Birdemic situation?
With the bad CG, birds just flapping in midair.
Ah, yes. We need the coat hangers. Quick.
Yes.
Well, actually, no. We're actually more suited for Birdemic because we have a druid with us. Who better to speak for nature?
True.
We need to get into the hybrid car.
Quick, Rue, explain solar panels.
Still don't have speak to the family prepared.
I'll speak with the animals. It's fine. I'll take another 20 minutes.
All right. You hear squawking and of something that you can't quite recognize as the birds stop and look for a second. This one eventually goes to hop down. It calls up to the other one. This one goes and hops down. And as you see a set of 10-foot wide stairs that leads up to a set of double doors, you see them take their back legs and they go to push the doors open. And then they take their roosts back on top.
Dan, I think they're speaking with their actions better.
Hmm?
Points to the open door. They want us to go in.
I got that impression, yeah.
I feel completely safe, and there is no way whatsoever that this is a trap.
Rue, this is why I have to follow you everywhere.
Oh,
for the record, that was Caitlin, not Rue.
Sorry.
Come on. Come on, Caitlin. When have birds ever set traps for us?
Just change the name. It works still.
As you make your way inside this dome, the single large chamber inside the dome is obviously a royal apartment, or was centuries ago. Now the bright floral murals are dim and gray. Bits of colored glass are heaped beneath a cracked mosaic. Enameled wooden tables are split and tilting, and every bit of cloth is frayed and streaked. At the center of the room, a long divan stands atop a circular dais. Reclining on the divan is a woman dressed in a flowing robe made from parrot feathers and stunning colors. Despite the heat, her arms, head, and face are covered in feathery veils. Next to her, a black orchid grows out from a large clay pot at the end of the divan. God, I've just pronounced that so many different ways. Divan. She addresses you in a voice tinged with odd inflections. Strangers have come to Nangalore, my love. What boon do our subjects beseech?
Is she talking to the flower?
Insight check?
Oh, Lord. Give me a second. Do. Oh, yes. I forgot how dense Enoch is. Yeah, that's a 4. That tracks.
You're not sure who she's talking to.
And you would be?
Oh, my apologies. I am Zalkori. Former Queen of Omu. Alongside my beloved, Thirutaya. As she kind of looks over to her side.
Well.
Former.
Above game. Well, we set out to find a true heir to the throne of Omu. Not the one we were planning.
I was gonna say, just kind of like side-eyeing Tyrant Bane.
Cowbrain, go. History check, go.
We
All
try collecting all of them. Make sure we have all the royals.
All right. Yeah, for your history check, Tyrant Bane. Let's see. Oh, I have to double check on this. Oddly enough, you would remember from your history check that Zalkori was the Paka's mother.
Oh.
Tyrantbane's just gonna fall to a knee once his eyes widen.
Still alive?
I'm Tyrantbane of Omu. I serve the Sunblades of Napaka. We are looking to restore Omu to its former glory. We've ended the Black Day. Now my companions and I seek to go ahead and perform the second part of that pact. To restore Omu.
Oh. Something has happened to Omu, you say?
Yes.
Insight her?
I was gonna say, this is so sus. Keep going.
Enoch's pulling at his non-existent collar since he took his poncho off a long time ago.
Why, yes. Omu has fallen with the Black Day. Surely you remember. When the Lich of Sirak came. Take that, Pendleton Ward, going back to your module right after we went ahead and finished the main thing, going back to the second side quest. Bring it on, you little
I eventually just want to see like fan art of you in like a fist fight with Pendleton Ward.
dude, yeah, just drawn like a cage match, like a fight at a Bacano.
That one scene is better. I don't want to fight you. I wouldn't want to fight me either.
I wouldn't fight me. I'm crazy.
But yeah, well, just out of curiosity, Milla, what would Enoch have to roll to try just to do the math of approximately how old this woman would have to be if she is in fact the mother of Napaka, the last ruler of Omu?
Intelligence check. History if you have proficiency.
I do not. Actually, no, I do have history. I forgot why he has this, but I will use it. 18.
Well, considering that Omu supposedly fell about 100 years or more than 100 years ago, you would probably figure that's probably at least 120, 130 years, give or take.
Oh. Hey, Dan.
Yes?
Now, as an elf, I know you live for a long time.
Right.
What's the average going rate on us humans?
I think it's about 80 at most. Maybe someone's lucky enough to live to 100 if they live really, really healthily.
She's pushing 120, 130 easy.
What would I roll to see if looks like... I mean, she's obviously covered head to toe in parrot feathers, but like any inkling of, is she undead or not?
Well, it's definitely hard to get a reading because, yeah, she's covered in head to toe in feather dress, and she also has a black veil draped over her face.
This is a saucy baka.
I
Yeah,
have the same feeling. I don't like this.
I vote we airlock, what's her face?
I can't really use investigation because I'd probably have to get close and start examining. That's very rude.
I guess we should let Tyrant Bane do the talking since you are the expert, my friend.
So, Zakori, as she kind of makes her way, as you go to, bend the knee, you see her kind of get up from the... Oh god, I keep butchering what this is.
Divan,
whatever. She gets up from it and she makes her way over in front of you, Tyrant Bane. You may rise.
I will do so.
You say that there was a black day that fell upon Omu?
Yes.
Is that what I heard, my love, as she kind of turns her head backwards?
When you say...
Yes. That's rather sad that something has happened there. But I am glad to hear that you at least were able to help. But it has been quite some time since I've been able to go back to Omu. Granted, I've been in Nangalore for so long that it seems I have lost track of how long it's been.
What brought you out here, if I may ask, your liege?
I was apparently exiled from Omu, but I still would consider myself the sovereign queen in charge, but a lot has happened, but ever since I have been here with my gardens and my assistants, as you have seen, and she kind of points outside.
They lovely flowers.
Oh,
no, like that was a bug game, by the way. Aren't they lovely flowers? Look at how beautiful they grow.
Look at those little murder beasts.
Such darling flowers.
It's just gonna get to a point until Tyrant Bane's like, all right, I see what's going on here, and he just starts punching the shit out of him.
Enoch's just thinking, well, here's the person that we do not tell the trade princes about. Because when there is a contested leadership of a sovereign nation, people take political sides.
Yeah, here's the thought. How about we just leave?
I'm still not even sure this is a queen right now.
Yeah.
I'm like at least 90% sure she's undead or some magic's keeping her around for some fucking reason.
Well, Ubtao wasn't exactly pleased with Omu, as you remember, and this lady's been here for over 100 years. In exile. Ma'am, if I may ask a question.
Yes, you may.
On our way through your lovely garden, we saw a message strewn across one of the walls, asking for Ubtao to free someone. Was that you?
Oh. Her shoulders droop at that as you mention that. Well, yes, did I write that? Yeah, she kind of holds up a hand, and kind of strokes her chin through the outer part of her veil. Did I write that? I didn't write that. I did write that. Yes, I did.
Why did I write it?
Well, of course, I've been trapped here for all these years. I can't remember when I wrote that. It must have been quite some time ago. I wouldn't be surprised if I left more of those messages around, but maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I have a couple thoughts. One, part of me wants to use my helm of telepathy to look into her mind out of sheer curiosity, but the other hand, that could be a horrible idea. Two, maybe telepathically message Knock and plan where she can't hear anything.
Well, I have an idea.
What's that, Jocko?
Elisa's gonna look to the group and say, excuse me for a moment. Is this just... Hold on.
Yep.
This
right
brush... Yeah, this brush right here, is this like some like vegetation that's like popped up from the concrete, or what's that?
Yep. It's about like a 2-foot divot, and yeah, there's a bush sprouting up from the middle of it.
Ah, good.
You are
kind of
really, really bad there, Chicago.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotta reach down and grab, kind of like push my hands against like the dirt or the roots or whatever. And we're gonna go ahead and use this.
Primeval awareness. Let's see.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, undead.
Okay.
Within 1 mile.
Within 1 mile.
Oh,
Or
I
six.
didn't even think to sniff. God damn my need to do my oath.
Or 6 if you consider this forest or well, wouldn't be swampland, but if you consider this forest, which is favorite terrain for me.
Let's see. Oddly enough, you do detect elementals as well as I have to see. I have to double check.
But yeah.
You do detect monstrosities? If that is listed on there as well.
No.
It is
Nope.
not.
No, never mind. Scratch that for the record.
So just elementals.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll kind of raise an eyebrow at that, but nod and walk back to the group. Sorry about that.
You were saying, Dan?
But
You
yeah,
there was something else as Chaco was looking that up.
I'm tempted to either cast detect thoughts on her or cast detect thoughts on Enoch so I can telepathically message him that we should get the fuck out of here while we can. And I'm not sure which to do.
It's fine. Fine.
You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin over it. Heads, I will
Or-
message Enoch. Well,
I was gonna say, if you need more time to think about what you want to do in this situation, it is getting kind of late. We can go ahead and call the session here. For
I was
today.
about to say.
It is.
it's true.
Yeah, sounds good.
We got a big meaty puzzle for next session.
Ah, yes, the dreaded social encounter.
We're gonna have a lot of those.
Is she the queen or is she crazy? Or
Why
is
not
she
both?
Let's put it this way.
No los dos.
Even if she
Is she
is, she is an exiled queen with a tenuous thing on a tenuous grasp for the throne, which means that again, at best, she is a giant political landmine for us to step on.
And she's also apparently talking to a plant, which is apparently her husband.
But just normal things.
All right, well, it's time for us to wrap up. Let's start going around the horn. Caitlin, where can they find you?
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, Caitlin C37, where I do art. Commissions are open, very open. So if anybody wants painting, please find my stuff there.
That's good work.
Yes, no,
It
we
was really
stand
good.
we stand Caitlin's art on this chat.
I wish I could afford more for stuff. I probably would want to get my tax return, honestly.
Well, moving down the line, Milla, where can people find you?
Hello, I've been the lovely DM for this lovely group of nerds, Milla Ninja. You can find me on Twitter at Milla Ninja. You can also find me occasionally streaming on Twitch at Milla Ninja. And you can also find me playing Monday nights at twitch.tv/LeJake, where we go through our Horde of the Dragon Queen campaign that LeJake has been courteous in running, and we've been having a good blast in it. The party has discovered that the Cult of the Dragon have been moving treasure about from the various raids that they've been doing in the countryside. And they have a couple of leads of where they want to go next. So tune in Monday night and find out.
Alrighty, DeLuna, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch at DeLuna13. You can find me on Twitter at DLuna1338. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a grind stream for me and Dragomanius' Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green Soul Link. Right now, we are just about to fight Lieutenant Surge, and we have to get up. We decided on stream yesterday to get up to level 28 to do that. So I'm going to be trying to do that. This weekend, I am actually out of town, so I'm not going to be streaming, but normally you'll be able to also find me on Sundays at Twitch the Person's YouTube channel for Power Rangers Cyber Strike, and here every Tuesday with these beautiful bunch of people.
Alrighty, Chaco, where can people find you?
Hello, you can find me here on Tuesdays playing Elise. You can find me over on Twitter at ChocoZombie101. And along with Deluna, you can find me over on Twitch the Person's Twitch channel on Sundays for Power Rangers Cyber Strike. This coming Sunday, we will be not having a normal session, as we will be doing a sort of session 0 / learning session, as we will be switching the campaign over to Foundry VTT. So, anyone who wants to come by and maybe learn a little bit of knowledge of Foundry, over on twitch.tv/Twitch the Person.
Alrighty. Draco, where can people find you?
me on YouTube as Draco Magnus. You can find me on Twitter at DMagnus, and you can find me here on Twitch at Draco_Magnus. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Usually at 10 p.m. East Standard Time. Thursday is 9:30 p.m. East Standard Time, and I think the Monday one is 9 p.m. East Standard Time. On Wednesday, I do Ocarina of Time. We're about to take on the Fire Temple, free up some Gorons, and defeat Volvagia. Or Volvagia. I'm never sure how that's pronounced. It's one of those. Anyway, and on Thursday, Immortal Samachi has reclaimed the Horn of Balmitra, and they're heading back to Astora with a group of teenagers that they freed from a dryad who is turning them into horrifying fey monsters. But along the way, they've encountered a group of centaurs that are going to attack them and maybe try to kill them. Maybe try to give them a hostile warning from the god that they're supposed to beat eventually. We'll have to see if they manage to survive that encounter. And of course, Friday, I'm doing more Kingdom Hearts Reply to Chain of Memories. We're going to the next couple of worlds. Deluna's not going to be there for that one, but I'll be continuing on, going through Sora's memories as he regains memories about Naminé.
Alrighty, and Rabbit, where can people find you?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Rabbit. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream throughout the week. I stream horror games, retro games, and RPGs. Been doing a lot of fun things on the show, so if that sounds like something you want to do. Oh, yeah, also I'm a writer. Find me at twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit.
Alrighty, and you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at BurnoutVaughn, where I upload all of the VODs from all these different D&D games we play and put them in a handy playlist, so that way you can watch on the go. Got more than a few people who've messaged me saying, I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep up with stuff, and what I always tell them is, hey, life happens. That's why I put up these playlists. That way you can just catch up and enjoy at your own leisure. And I also want to thank, from earlier, Paladin's Archives, who rated into us, bringing in a whole lot of new people. So if you guys stuck around and enjoyed what you saw, you can start from the beginning. Because what is basically episode 57 of a 56, or whatever, however many episode D&D series, fun place to jump in on. If you enjoyed what you saw, why not start from the beginning? But aside from that, be on the lookout for our Waterdeep miniseries that we are doing, C4, which is coming back Friday. There's a giant explosion in the middle of the street, and for once we didn't cause it. So we're going to investigate that because we're already basically in debt to a beholder and have to do a very dangerous job for him. So I'm sure we have plenty of time for side quests. But with that,
Sure, there wasn't a rush.
Yeah. But with that out of the way, I only see one person to raid, so I guess we're going to be taking this lovely train of people on over to one Distortion Devil. And,
yay!
Yes.
And
Also,
if you're going to set that up, if you're going to do it, fine.
Yeah.
I'll let you do it.
I do want to say, Rabbit, congratulations. Yet again, Tyrant Bane has the quote of the session with experience. If you get enough of it, you get to level. All right. Well, we want to thank you all for coming out. What should our raid message be? Because I'm leaning towards happy birthday, though that might be confusing.
Yes. That's the right amount of confusing because he did experience a birthday when we were off air.
Alrighty, then I guess we're just gonna wish some birthday wishes over to Connor. So thank you all for coming out, and we will see you next week. You all have a good night now. Bye bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.